this different kind of video. This is probably the first time you guys ever hear me, so hello, this is me. And in this video I am going to kind of guide you guys on how to build Xayah and what to build in the next patch 14.18. There are a lot of item changes, a lot of items got nerfed, literally almost every class got nerfed. And I will be basically telling you guys and guiding you guys on how to build Xayah and what to build and what actually changed. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So for our first item, it's gonna be Essence Reaver. A lot of people already know this probably. Essence Reaver is the best item for Xayah and it's gonna be even better next patch. The item didn't get nerfed as much as all the other items, so that's pretty good. It gives you 65 AD, 20 ability haste and critical strike chance. It also grants you mana on hit, which is really good. Keeps you sustained in lane, so you don't have to always recall, which is great. Especially with Navori, if you have Navori in the mid game, then you run out of mana real quick because you spam your abilities. So having that mana passive on the Essence Reaver can help you stay in lane much longer. They actually kind of buffed it in a way. This item was 60 81st and 15 ability haste, but they kind of buffed it a little bit, which made it 65 80 and now 20 ability haste, which is, we take those, like that's great. With this item I can also guarantee that Lucian will come back, unfortunately, and I hate playing against Lucian, so that's probably gonna be my permaban. Yeah, this is probably the best first item for Xayah. So for our second item we go Navori. It's the classic Xayah item basically, and it helps you with ability cooldowns. You don't have to wait for 20 seconds literally on your W, and you get it pretty much faster. For our third item we're gonna go for LDR, because by now in the mid game everyone already has a little bit of armor because everyone levels up, or tanks build armor, so going LDR for third is the best item. Like, don't go for anything else, I beg you, because every item got nerfed so bad that you will kind of lack damage, and I feel like they kind of buffed a little bit for tanks, like mostly armor, so going LDR is a must-have item. So for our fourth item, we're gonna pick up IE. It got nerfed pretty hard, it's a little bit expensive and the AD got reduced. I just think that as for our last crit item, IE should be that. You cannot go this item early because it's like almost 4,000 gold, and how are you gonna get that much gold? At least when you're in mid game you have camps, you have side lanes, enemy camps, you have everything that can give you that much gold. So please do it in this order so you can just scale perfectly. Collector is out of the window. Don't build this anymore, it's pretty bad, it's expensive, its lethality got reduced, but now it's gonna be more expensive and less damage, so don't go this. Unless you go lethality, Xayah, mid lane maybe, then you can still build Collector, but preferably as a crit ADC, please do not go this. Then we have RFC. RFC got hit a little bit as well, and I know that many times I say if there are many ranged champions in the enemy team, preferably 3 or more, then go RFC, and I still think you can do that. Just replace Navori here with RFC and you should be fine. Same as PD, it's the same reason. If you need to dodge skill shots or you like PD for some reason, just go PD instead of Navori here and you should be good. Then we have shield bow, and shield bow is not that great. This list already gives you 100% crit chance, so going shield bow, I don't know when you could ever go this. You have GA if you need a more defensive item, and shield bow won't really help you that much anymore. It's kind of expensive as well, so I prefer not going this anymore. Then we have Mortal Reminder. Avoid this item, please. It's not that great. The only time you should go Mortal Reminders if they are not that tanky and you need the anti-heal. But if they are tanky, please go LDR. It has 5% more armor pen and it's 200 gold cheaper, so please go LDR. If you still need anti-heal, at least communicate with your team so that they can build it instead of you. Then we have Wild Arrows, and Wild Arrows is not that great. It's like a cheaper version of IE, but it doesn't really give you that much damage, if that makes sense. So just avoid this. It's not that great. It's just not worth 3200 gold. That's insane. Then we have Runons, and I am a big hater of this item because I see a lot of people, still a lot of people, go this on Xayah for some reason and I have no idea why. Xayah's passive does not proc Runons. It does with Ashe, it does with Jinx, it does with I think most of the champions, it does with Aphelios, but it does not do it with Xayah. Please avoid this. This item is so bad. Like, I cannot explain how bad this item is. If it gave you the feather passive, then it would have made a little bit more sense. But other than that, going Navori is just the item Xayah needs, especially. As I said before, shield bow is not worth anymore. Here you already have 100% crit, so you don't need to go shield bow anymore. You can just go straight into GA if you need the defense and if you know you are gonna get burst. Then we have BT. I love this item so much. I love BT. And this item is just overall great. It's like literally the best item in the game for ADCs. So just go this if you don't need GA or Maw or something else. Then we have Maw. If you are against a fed mage that just ults you to death, just go Maw. It will help you, it gives a shield, you get lifeline, and it's just the best item if you are against a mage that is fed. Then lastly we have this QSS item. I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I just say QSS. But go this item if you need the QSS for it, if you need the cleanse. It helps with magic resist, gives you some AD, it's not that great, it's kind of expensive. So preferably bring cleanse with you if you need it, and if you need magic resist, at least go Maw instead of the QSS item. So now we have the runes. I'm so happy. Lethal Tempo is back. It's not the same Lethal Tempo as we all know and love. I think Lethal Tempo is still better. The problem I had with PTA all this time was in team fights, when you are fighting front to back, you cancel your PTA procs, which fucks up your damage basically. For example, if there's a Xayah in front of you and he just walks away and you cannot attack him or follow him because an assassin comes after you, for example, you are losing all of your PTA stacks, and it's just not that great. I don't really know how Lethal Tempo will work, but I'm just happy that it gives you attack speed. It kind of sucks that it doesn't give you range anymore, but I think it will be still better than PTA, that's for sure. You want to combine Lethal Tempo with Absorb of Life. I know that they changed Presence of Mind, plus if you go Essence Reaver you don't need Presence of Mind ever. And then you have Alacrity. This will kind of stack with your Lethal Tempo, which is great. So keep that, and then always go Cut Down. Literally always. It's either Cut Down or Coup de Grace. I prefer having Cut Down more, especially against enchanters if you're playing against them. They keep shielding and healing their ADC, which makes them stay above high health, so Cut Down can just proc itself. Then next to this you have two options I kind of want to try next patch. which is the boots, because boots are getting more expensive, so having this is great. And then you have Cosmic Insight, which helps with Xayah's flash, and we all know the E-flash combo Xayah has. So going this is pretty great. It no longer gives you mana, it gives health, which you don't need. You have potions for that, so going Biscuit is out of the window. I really love Biscuits, but it's really unfortunate that they did this. There are so many champions that use Biscuits, and I feel like this is just a dead rune now. So then we have our second rune page. You might be wondering, because I am a big hater of sorcery, and that was because all the runes in sorcery are meant for the late game, but I kind of want to try this rune out. This scales with late game, and since this patch is like a durability 2.0, everyone's getting more tanky a little bit, items are getting nerfed, damage is getting nerfed, so people will live longer, the games will last longer, so I kind of want to try this out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If I didn't explain something that great, please leave it down below in the comments and I'll respond to you. I'll be going now. Bye bye.